We'd driven down from Perth and stopped at quite a few places along the way, so we arrived just when it was getting dark. But the sky had been dark all day in any case, with almost non-stop rain. Probably because it was the end of winter, the campground looked like no one had been there for months. The road in was a bit tight and overgrown in a few patches. We had booked campsite number 3, but when we saw it, we were a bit surprised. It was very small indeed and really overgrown. I don't think we could have squeezed in. It was raining and getting late, so we decided to take number 4. Surely no one else would be at this campsite on a rainy Monday night. Chapman Pool is a medium-sized campground in Jarrah Marri Forest, close to Chapman Pool, at the joining of Chapman Brook and the Blackwood River, and a beautiful place to camp. A nearby day use area provides access to the brook and river for swimming and kayaking. There are 20 campsites. Numbers 1 to 10 are in the lower campground, while 11 to 20 are up the top. The group sites are up at the top, and there's a camp kitchen up there as well. The area is part of the Blackwood National Park, just inland from Bustle Highway between Margaret River and Augusta. As well as being a good campsite, it's also a nice place to visit during the day, for a picnic in the forest by the brook, a swim in the river, or a peaceful, short bushwalk to a lookout overlooking the Blackwood River. The campsites are nestled in the bush and separated from the tracks by logs, but there is not a lot of parking room, so the campsites are far better suited for car-based tent camping or camper vans rather than caravans. And I have to say, a lot of the sites in the lower camping area have a slope, just so you know. We didn't actually check up the top campsites until we left. We assumed no one was there and it was raining really bad, so we didn't really have a good look there. Like most bush campsites run by the Department of Parks and Wildlife, this one has only the basic camping facilities. This means no drinking water, no showers, and a long drop toilet. But you have to remember that these bush campsites are much cheaper and far more peaceful and natural than most caravan parks. They're great for walking, and you've got the chance to see some native wildlife and birds, and wildflowers. So if you don't mind roughing it for a few days, it's well worth it. Fire rings and barbecues are provided for campers and picnickers, but fires are subject to restrictions depending on the weather and the time of year. There are picnic benches located down by the brook and the day use area, and plenty more, plus an undercover shelter up the other end of the camping area near the large group sites. Dogs are allowed but must be kept on a leash. Poison baits are used in the area, so please keep your dogs on a leash at all times. Bookings are essential and can be made up to 180 days before arrival, and for one campsite only, and can be done online by visiting the Explore Parks WA website. Camping fees do apply and charged as per person per night. Adults are $15 with concession $10. Children are $5 with no concession. Be aware when booking that some campsites are not suitable for caravans and camper trailers, and some are subject to standing water after heavy rain. All campsites are unpowered. Some campsites have a fire ring. Some campsites have a picnic table and benches. Check campsite details and the campground map carefully when booking. There are no flush pit toilets, sheltered gas barbecues, one shared use fire ring, picnic tables and benches close to campsites 15, 16, 17 and 18. Collecting firewood and kindling is not permitted in national parks and other conservation reserves. Generator use is not permitted. So, what happened? Well, when we got there, it was raining like hell. And it was cold and wet and damp and miserable. We couldn't get into number 3. Number 4 looked great. So we said, bugger it, let's just go to number 4. So we got all set up. We went in and we got into number 4. And then we got all ready for bed, playing chess. We usually play chess for a couple of hours. And then we hear this bang, bang, bang on the door. Of course, we both jumped up. What the hell's going on? We went to the door and there was 2 French guys, it turned out. I didn't know they were French, but anyway, they're French guys. 2 French guys there. And they said, number 4, pointing at me. And then I looked and I saw behind them was the camper van. It was a higher one, so the tourists. And I realised we were in their sight. So I said to them, you can have this one. You have this one. And we'll go next door, or we'll go and get another one. I explained number 3 was really bad. And they said, no. You can have it. We'll go somewhere else. And off they went in the rain. That was it. It's all over. But, God, it was a bit scary. And we never saw them again in the morning. We never saw them. So, that was it. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often. We will come back to Chapman Pool, but definitely when it's much warmer and drier. All in all, a very nice spot. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.